Okay. I want to say a big welcome to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Kweku Ohiniasare. I'm a Dr. KOA for short. I'm a lecturer and a professor from a couple of universities in Ghana, in the UK, and in South Africa. I'm a professor of artificial intelligence, data analytics, machine learning, deep learning, robotic engineering, and mathematical science. It's my pleasure to have all of you here. I'm going to show you a new revolution of technological advancement that is being pioneered all the way from the United States and now in 140 countries within a year. I'm one of the board members of this organization, so it's my pleasure to let you know how this is progressing and how this is going to change the rest of the faces of the world. So, what is this great, incredible news, and how can this support you, help everyone that you know? Well, the breaking news is something that has taken over the entire world and is helping so many people to realize their dreams and achieve them in a faster way that they could imagine. This organization originally was known as Global Virtual Opportunities, has been providing IT solutions for a number of companies and individuals since 1997. Began in Gatineau, Quebec in Canada, then relocated in 2007 in the United States in Texas, USA. That has one of the best fiber optic centers in the world. Now, with the addendum for individuals, this GotBackUp is seated on a 10,000 square feet data center in the US. Now, like I said, it's flying in 140 countries in the past few months. It was established in 2003 in April, and already it's in 140 countries. Why is that so? Number one, it is flying because everyone is using a mobile phone. Currently, there are 15 billion smartphones in the world, according to Google. Next year, 3.2 billion smartphones will be added. Not only smartphones, but even when it comes to laptops and iPads, these are skyrocketing. These are growing significantly. And you know what? As people are using these devices, they are dealing with data. Elon Musk is spearheading his Starlink across the world. This gentleman is a superstar when it comes to Tesla cars, when it comes to SpaceX, but went on to buy Twitter, another multi-billion-dollar organization, and now is spearheading a Starlink across the world, including 15 countries in Africa at the moment. Now, because Starlink is one of the fastest, internet speed activities in the world, it means that when people begin to use it, and because you have an unlimited internet usage, download, people are going to download a lot of data onto their devices. And that will mean that data will significantly grow. Already, data is growing. Data is growing. Ladies and gentlemen, when I talk about data, I'm not talking about internet data. I'm talking about the files, the pictures, the videos, the documents. These things fill up your device. They fill up your storage capacity. Now, and that's the reason why there are so much storage departments in the world, like Google Drive, like Dropbox, like iCloud, like WeTransfer, like iDrive, like OneDrive, and all of that. The industry is yielding a lot of income. As of this year, it's projected to earn $134 billion. The cloud storage department alone. In case you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, data is oil. Data is oil. And artificial intelligence is a new electricity in the world. AI is changing the world. In fact, according to research, it is over 1,000 times better than electricity. And we know how powerful electricity is. AI is changing the world. But AI cannot work unless there is data. As a professor of AI and data analytics, I know how powerful this is going to change the world. The metaverse, according to Facebook, that alone will require quadrillions of petabytes of data. Already Netflix is dealing with trillions of data every day. The world is changing at a high speed of technology. It's projected that by the next 5 years, the amount of $134 billion will increase to $472 billion. Do you know what that means? It means the next 5 years, anybody that is within this space is going to do well. This is according to statistics. But let me tell you something interesting as well. As we speak, everyone is almost addicted to their phone. Have you observed that? People are addicted. Research shows that 88% of people will go back home. If they should forget their phone, they will immediately go back home. Doesn't matter where they are at that point in time. 88% of people will go back home. 75% of people will use their phone in the toilet. Some of you here used your phone in the toilet today. In fact, yesterday, most of you looked on your phone screen 160 times. Today, many of you will look on your screen 160 times. The phone is addictive. You are using it for TV. You are using it for radio. You are using it for internet. You are using it for calls. You are using it for radio, dating. People are using the phone for almost everything. Parents cannot talk much with their spouses and kids, okay, but rather with their phones. And that is why data is growing at a phenomenal rate. But here's a problem. The problem is that 45% of cell phone users have damaged their phone and lost the data. A laptop is stolen every 43 seconds. A phone is stolen every 43 seconds. And do you know what people say when these things are stolen? They will tell you that my problem is not even with the phone. My problem is with the data, the information. Information is critical. According to the CIA, the wet list is one of the secret information ever known in the world. And so people are protecting. If you have observed, when people are applying for anything these days, the demand for information is high. People no longer are using papers when they are giving speeches. They have everything on their phones or their iPad, PDFs, signatures. Everything is being digitized, not only digitalized. And that is significant. So that's the first thing that is trending. And you know, when something is ballooning, trending like that, you got to find a gap in there and fill that hole. And when you fill that hole, you become one of the great people. I have a friend in the government. And during the COVID, even before COVID hit Africa, this gentleman went to China, where COVID has begun, and started engaging in face shield, face masks, and injections and vaccinations. By the time the COVID began in Africa, the gentleman had instituted everything. He made over $800 million, okay, according to the African, in the African sub-region, because he was engaged in almost all of it, because he had prepared. You prepare where there is a gap. The second reason why GotBackUp is flying is because right now, so many people are using their mobile phones to generate income. Are you aware of that? In fact, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot use your mobile phone right now without earning money from it. If you are doing that, you are making a big mistake. Why would you go and look at people's social media when you yourself, you are not earning? In this organization, we will teach you, show you, guide you on how you can use your phone to earn at least $500 a month, at least. 62% of Generation Z are using the phone to generate income. There are so many people in the world. Some are dancing, some are gossiping on social media, some are fooling on social media, and they are generating income. But you have an asset, you have value. You have a unique value proposition inside you. You are probably a wonderful housewife. You are a great student. You are an incredible painter. You are a super dancer. You can give advice to multiple people. You know how to teach mathematics and English. You are good in sweeping. You are good in cleaning. You are good in making people laugh. And you are hiding this unique value proposition in yourself. Come on. Did you know that you can generate significant revenue from this by repeating the same thing on social media? The thing is that you've not been mentored by anybody to guide you in this process. Well, GotBackUp community, we help you, we guide you, we teach you by virtue of mentorship. Okay, and this is free, by the way. We teach you on how you can harness your inner value and submit that value to the marketplace for that value to command its own returns. It's just incredible. And you'll be seeing a bit of that today. So we have two things that are happening, and GotBackUp is leveraging on these two trends and changing the face of the world. Now, which countries are currently in GotBackUp? 140. The latest country is Chad. You will see some strange countries in the world that are also here. Because somebody said I didn't know that some of the countries that are listed here were even countries. But there are some incredible countries. GotBackUp is in all of them because it's a digital product. It's a digital product. It does not need any transportational cost. It's an instant delivery onto your device, onto your laptop, your iPad, and your phone. So let's get a little bit detailed. What is GotBackUp? What is it? Well, most of you are aware of Google Drive. Those of you who are using Android phone, you use Google Drive automatically. 15 gigabytes of Google Drive is given to you, and you are using it behind the scenes. When it gets full, you are tempted to upgrade, which a lot of people don't like because of their cost. And so many people are tempted to delete some of the files. That's what a lot of people do. iCloud users have a limit of 5 gigabytes. And beyond that, you got to purchase it. Now, here's the thing. GotBackUp is just like this, but it gives you added benefits. And I'm going to share over 15 added benefits that you can get from GotBackUp, which the others are unable to offer you. Let's take the first one. For example, if you are using iCloud, if the time comes for you to buy it, and you are buying 6 terabytes for 6 users, ladies and gentlemen, you will pay $360 every year for 6 terabytes. I'm talking about 6,000 gigabytes for 6 users. But look on the right side of the screen, GotBackUp only allows you, for that same 6 terabytes and 6 users, you pay only $99.97. You save a whooping $260 per annum. Dropbox, you got to pay $660 for just 3 users. Just 3 users. And so with that, you are saving $550 per annum. Google Drive, which most of us are using, for just 1 user, not even 2, 1 user, you are paying a whooping $216. That means that for 6 users, you are exceeding $1,000. And yet for GotBackUp, you are paying only $99.97. Ladies and gentlemen, despite this, GotBackUp security system is high, but I'll come back to that. Another benefit is that Google Drive users, Dropbox, GotBackUp, Android users, they tend to use more of Google Drive because it's more or less nice to go with that. However, iPhone users tend to use iCloud. Have you observed that? And iCloud is very restrictive. It will not allow you to, effectively use other devices. It will not allow you to back up, on your Android. iCloud will not do that. So iCloud has that restrictive element, and yet GotBackUp is for every operating system. Whether you are using MacBook, Windows, Linux, okay, whether you are using any of this, even when you are using Android or iPhone, you can still use the GotBackUp. I have GotBackUp on my machine right now here, okay? Not all of you will probably see, but when you look at my machine here, you will see that I have GotBackUp on the top there. That is it. Now, if I click, this is how it looks like actually. I will show you a lot of things on the computer, but for now, I want to show you something here. When I click on it, everything on this device, everything has been backed up. Everything on this phone has been backed up onto the cloud, onto the GotBackUp cloud. Everything here, everything on the laptop I'm using is a Windows laptop. I have a Linux laptop. I have also MacBook. Everything on them have all been backed up here. Everything on my other phones have also been backed up here. If I could lose this phone, lose that one, lose all my 4 devices, okay, and my laptops, I can take your phone, whether it's Android or, iPhone, and I can get everything back on your device with my username and password. It's incredible. It's incredible. It doesn't matter the operating system. You can have that. But there's another thing. Security is very important when it comes to cloud storage department. GotBackUp is highly secure. Highly, highly secure. There are multiple videos that shows the security. And when I say security, it's very important because these days, data is everything. Research is showing that as we move further into the 2030s, the countries that have a lot of data will be determining their net worth by that. You know, the way the Arab world are pushing the frontiers of the revenues of the world, that is how data, that's how these days we talk about big data analytics. And you need a lot of security. And the security of GotBackUp is 256, military grade encryption and security. You need 256 digits in a right sequence before you can hack into that thing. 128 has never been hacked. It's never been cracked. 256 is highly impossible to crack. The data center is in the United States on a 10,000 square feet. Okay? And the data is backed up to a third-party data center. So in case there is even a problem, the data is backed up in a third party in other places in the world. Your data is highly secure. The organization is also allowed by the Federal Trade Commission to collect credit cards into the system because it's PCI compliant. All of this shows the high credibility of the GotBackUp. There's another benefit. If you're a member of the GotBackUp and you have a lot of people who are your clients or your team, members, you can send a bulk email to all of these participants. One email, hundreds of thousands of people, you can send one email, everyone will get it. You can even automate the email. The artificial intelligence algorithm will automatically pick the first name if you give the command to indicate the first name. If you give the command to use the full name, it will pick the full name of everybody. So that each person will get a name as Dear Joanna Asante, Dear Michael Israel, Dear, Dr. Kewe. Each person will get that. It doesn't matter how many they are, they will all get it. You can even automate some of the emails and even say that I want this email to go to these people every Monday at 7 o'clock. And every Monday at 7 o'clock, the message will leave for as many years as you want. Ladies and gentlemen, all of this are at the cost of $0. You don't pay anything else. It's part of the $99.97 package. This is cheap. And this is a year. $99.97 every year is about $8.9 a month. It doesn't matter which country. This is somebody's lunch. This is somebody almost $9 a month. That's a lunch. And yet that's what you are getting for all of this. But there's more. Right now, GotBackUp is the only organization in the world that pays you. Netflix does not pay you. Google Drive does not pay you. iCloud doesn't pay you. Dropbox doesn't pay you. Zoom doesn't pay you. GotBackUp pays you for using the service. But for you to be paid, you got to do something for the organization. Now, before I tell you about this, ladies and gentlemen, I want to put a disclaimer that this part is not for everyone. If you are the kind of person who doesn't want extra $100, extra $1,000, extra $500, extra $2,000, extra $10,000, extra $20,000 as we move further, okay? If you are the kind of person who does not need these extra income, this part here is not for you. All you do is to just get the service and you are done. However, if you're like me, who can do great with some $2,000 extra dollars, $5,000, $10,000, I am telling you, this could be a great income avenue for you. Yours is not to sell anything for the GotBackUp. No. I'm going to show you how to do that. But before then, why would somebody want to be part of this project? Well, I'll tell you this. You can't rely on your salary alone. You can't even depend, even if you have a business, you can't depend on that business alone. Watch most of the millionaires and the billionaires in the world. They don't rely on a single income source. The people in the world who make the world move, they make the world move because they can see something the world needs. And they do multiple things. Dangote, the richest billionaire on the African continent, $12 billion. This man has multiple businesses. Bill Gates, multiple businesses. Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, Twitter, multiple businesses. Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, multiple businesses. You check the record, any millionaire or billionaire that you know who is relying on a single source of business. Okay? But here's the thing, if you are an employee, you cannot do multiple jobs. It's wrong. Because you are being controlled in a system. Your time is submitted into the system and you are paid based on the time you spend in the system. But your life is measured in time. So you can't put all that time into a system you don't control. In fact, whoever controls your time controls your life. Because your life is measured in time. And so the next best thing you do in addition to your job is to have a backup business project, a backup project that is income generating, which you control. And a lot of people are not taught this in Harvard Business School. And so they leave the school programmed with intention. I'm a professor in 3 universities. I don't do that. I don't do that. You want to have a business, a project, a consulting that you control in addition to your job. If nobody has taught you this, you are going to see that we teach you this and we also give you this. So how can one become part of the GotBackUp? All you got to do is to first use it, download it and put it on your phone. Before you can start using it though, you need to pay for it, $99.97. Now, how do you earn the income? Once you have downloaded it onto your devices, all you got to do is tell your friends, your family members, co-workers, acquaintances, neighbors, enemies, anybody, strangers. Tell the person you have good news for them. Don't try to lecture people. Don't try to convince people. Don't try to explain things to people because you see, you have not reached the stage yet where you have a fuller understanding of this whole thing. So yours is to connect these people to us. We will educate them for you. We will explain things to them for you while you listen and learn. Now, there are several ways we do this for you. You can bring those people into our live event like this every single week. We have an event on Monday. We have an event on Wednesday. We have an event on Thursday. We have it on Friday. We have it on Sunday. We have multiple events, live event. Bring the person here. We will educate them for you. And then they can type their questions in the link and we will address their questions for them. The second way you can do is that if you are close by with any of our leaders across the world, you can physically go to the person and submit, go with the person so that the person will explain live, physically to the person. We do that all across the world. Number 3, we do live events, YouTube live event. You can tell the person to join our YouTube live event. See, at this stage, you have still not told the person what the good news is, and you don't want to reveal yet the good news because you don't want to start something you cannot finish. If you try to start it and say, oh, it is about that, it is about this, you can't continue again if the person should ask you what exactly is the details. So don't start what you cannot finish. Let us do the heavy lifting for you. Once we educate, the last thing is that we can give, not you, we can give the recording to the person after we have spoken with the person to watch. Either way, when your person is happy and he decides to get on board, remember, the person is going to get a lot of services at a cheaper rate anyway. More value at a lower rate. And you will get 7 different incomes over time. Some of these incomes are very significant. Multiple incomes, way more than our salaries. I won't lie to you. Some of us here, we are not touching our salaries because of these benefits. Let's take one of the incomes that you can earn. It's called the customer acquisition income. It is an easy income to earn if you follow the principle I just told you. Once your person listens to us and he's happy, after whether or not he's happy, let us talk to the person again. We call this a third-party credibility. So if your person is happy to be on board, or even if he's not yet decided, let us speak to the person one-on-one. We'll do that as well for you. Once the person now is happy to decide to be part of it, and please don't force anybody. This is not by force. If the person doesn't want to do it now, leave the person now. At the right time, when he or she is ready, he can come on board. If he doesn't ever want to come on board, remind you, as long as he's using this device, as long as he's using the phone, believe it or not, that person will come on board at the right time. Don't force anybody. When the person decides to come on board, you get $50. When the next person decides to come on board, you get $50. Remember, this is one of the incomes. This is just one of the 7 incomes. Imagine you getting one person on board every day. And before you think that this is not possible, okay, I want to show you something. There are several people in the world who take advantage of the advantages. That's what we know. They take advantage of their advantages. And that is why most of these people tend to do well in most things in life, because they take advantage of their advantages. So I'm about to show you something. Most of the people that are currently in GotBackUp, okay, most of these people have taken advantage of their advantage. And I'm about to show you the August contest here. This happened just in August. This is a global leaderboard, okay? Global leaderboard all over the world. These are multiple number of people who are using the GotBackUp all over the world. There are Americans in there. There are Canadians in there. There are Ghanaians in there. There are, you know, people of all sorts. They're all in here, you know. Every single country, 140 countries, people are taking advantage of this. My laptop is frozen. Okay, and all of these people are there. These are the top 500 people in the world who are taking advantage of this program. Okay, and by the way, I've just logged into my back office. So when you look at my system, you will see that I have my username and everything here. And now I want to show you something. It is easy to get one person a day. I'm going to show you that here. Look on the screen. Last August, just last August, they did a campaign which is called August Rush. And these are the top 10 people all over the world who were able to register 10 or more people. Okay. These are the numbers. You can see that the person, I know the person who actually talked. This person in number 1 is someone in Ghana. He registered over 38 people last month. Over 38 people. So for someone to think that it's not easy to get, it is possible. That is all I want to say. It is possible to get one person a day. Oh, by the way, when you get one person each day, that is $50 a day. That is $1,005 a month. Convert $1,005. This is easy. We have been earning these things all the time. Convert $1,005 a month into your local currency, and you will notice that it ain't a joke. And this is one of the easy income you can earn. It's just one of the 7 incomes that you can earn in GotBackUp. Just one. We have not spoken about the rest. The rest are significantly huge in the long term. They are not huge in the short term, but over the long term, they are significantly huge. For example, let's take the cycle earnings. The cycle earnings is obtained not only by your effort, it's by the collective effort of people you don't even know. So let's say that you've sponsored 2 people. I have sponsored 10 people, and you are within my team of circle. All my 10 people will add up to your 2 people, and you'll be paid based on the 12 people you have. That's significant. And you can earn infinite number of income. In fact, you can earn between $20 a month, depending on how you are working, and $500,000 a month, depending on how you are working. And depending on the total number of people that are joining. Remember, we are just under 14 months old. So we just began, and people have significantly joined. I have a friend who has been employed by Dropbox in the US, and he is telling me that, hey, doc, most people are now moving to a company, and I know it's your company that you are part of. Okay, they are shifting from Dropbox and moving to GotBackUp. What at all are you guys doing that you are stealing our people? Well, I told you the benefit. Cheaper, way cheaper than Dropbox. It is $500 cheaper than Dropbox. So why won't people move there? Not to talk about the other services. Anyway, so the next income you can earn is known as cycle match. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please take note. Cycle match, you will earn that in addition to the cycles. Cycle match is earned only on the people you personally sponsored in this company. Okay, remember I told you that the cycles is earned based on, not on the people you personally sponsored, but in addition to those numbers, plus those you didn't even know. These are called spillovers. Now, cycle match is earned only on the people you sponsor. Whatever income they make in the cycles, you will get, depending on the level you are. Look at the level. Sapphire. If you're a Sapphire, you will get 25% of that income, in addition to the other two incomes. So let's take an example. Let's assume that you have 10 people. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to show you the people I have. Let's assume that you have 10 people. Each one is making $1,000. You will get, if you're a Sapphire, you will get 25% of that $1,000, which is $250. If these people are 10, you multiply the number by 10, which is $2,500. That is good income. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, that is good income. Now, if you are a diamond, like I am here, this same 10 people, if each one is making $1,000, it means that you will be getting 100% of that income. So you will get another $1,000 on each one of them, if each one is making $1,000. So that means at the end of the month, your cycle income will be $10,000. Now that means that if you have quite a number of people, you are going to do quite well, isn't it? Now the reason why this is very important is because people are just starting to come. That's the whole point. The whole point is that people just began. We just began. Wisdom is knowing the obvious, even when the obvious is a secret. I want to show you something here, ladies and gentlemen. Since I became part of GotBackUp last year, July, these are the number of people. I'm a diamond now. These are the number of people I have sponsored, 101 active people. So can you understand, if each one of them, of course, not each one of them is earning that, but let's assume each one of them is making $1,000. That means that I will get 101 times $1,000. That means I'll be getting $101,000. Of course, it takes some time for this to happen, but it will happen. How many years will this happen? Well, I know that it will not be more than 4 years, 5 years, but it will happen because this is just a beginning. Why? And I'll show you something. Dropbox has about 700 million users. Google Drive has about 2 billion users. If these people, these users, if they get to know that they can earn income and still use the service cheaply here, what do you think they are going to do? What do you think some of them are going to do? They're going to switch and come here. GotBackUp, we just have around 65 to 70,000 users. So what do you think is going to happen in the end when people get to know about GotBackUp? See, ladies and gentlemen, wisdom is knowing the obvious, even when it is a secret. The reason why many people don't do well in life is because they blow opportunities. The word poor means passing over opportunities repeatedly. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. These are the levels of achievement that you can have in GotBackUp. I want you to type one of them. Which one would you want to achieve? Which one? Do you want to become bronze or you want to become gold? Do you want to become a sapphire or you want to become a black diamond? Okay, don't just wish, desire it, want it as bad as you want to breathe. Okay, and that is a significant thing. Now, if you decide to back up your files and now you decide again to delete the files from the original device, you will still have the files from your GotBackUp, no problem. So let's say that you send everything from your laptop or your phone onto the GotBackUp, and then you delete everything from your, well, it is already in the cloud. You will not lose them. If you take another laptop or another phone, you will get back everything from your files. This is how beautiful that the whole thing is about. Okay? So tell me which of them. Some of them are typing black diamond, black diamond, black diamond. Somebody chose gold. Okay? I don't know why the person chose gold, but if the person chose gold, the person has his reason. But hey, why will you eat a little if you can eat more? Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, please choose the right diamond, the right rank, and activate it in your cerebellum, because you become what you think about most of the time. If you think you're going to be a black diamond, you are going to be a black diamond. If you think you're going to be nothing, you will be nothing. So please, when you're typing, type with pomp and pageantry, type with joy, type it there, put it there. Put it there. You are afraid. You are afraid. You are afraid. Your fear is what is crippling you all the time. You always pray for things to change in your life. Now is the time to just declare what you want, and you are afraid. You become what you think about, and what you think about expands. There is science to this. This is known as a reticular activating system. That's why many people who tend to do well in many things, because they believe they are going to do well in it, and they are programmed themselves that they will do well. And so over time, they move in the direction of their most dominant thoughts. You attract what you think about most of the time. If you think negative here right now, you will experience more negatives in your life. If you think positive, positive energy, type it there so that you will get it. Okay, you are not talking, I am the one talking. Yours is to just type it there and receive it. Now, how do you start? One time, $20. I've already told you that the service is $99.97 every month. That's all. $99.97, sorry, every year. Every year. Someone is going to kill me. I said it's every month. It's $99.97 every year. And then you pay $20. So your first year is $119.97 for the first year. After 365 days, from then on, you will pay $99.97 every year. This is cheap. I don't lie to you. It's cheaper. You can still earn over 100 times this amount of income. Okay. Now, you will also get personal development. You will have your link, your referral link, specialized landing page, your emailing systems, tools, document. Even this presentation I'm doing, you will have it. You have support training. In fact, you will be trained on how to use your law you are, your administrator you are, your accountant you are, your teacher you are, your housewife you are, your unemployed you are. You will be taught how to generate value from this. And so you will learn beyond the GotBackUp opportunity. You will go extensively beyond, and you will become more. You will brand yourself in a unique style. A lot of people don't know that they are working only to earn. But before you work, you know. So you should be able to earn from knowing. Let's say you are a driver. You go to drive a car and you are paid at the end of the month. But what you don't know is that you could have sat in front of your computer and tell the world how driving is done from the beginning to the end. You see, you can't do that unless you've been mentored, unless you've been guided. And we do that here within the community system. Then, Jemai, we have a service everyone needs. We have a project anyone can afford. It is time. It is time for you to tell yourself enough is enough. Enough is enough. You know, you've been waiting. Every time we wait and hope that next year will be better. On 31st night, many people go and then seek divine interventions in their life, hoping and thinking things will be better. According to Newton's third law of motion, when an object is moving at an accelerated rate, until an external grace of God kick it out of its path, it goes unendingly. If you don't change, nothing will change. Bring Obama, Osama, Nana, or Mahama, nothing will change until you change. You got to take a decision. You got to make a declaration for your life. It is time for you to get started. You got to tell yourself, it is time. Please type it there. It is time. It is time for you to move from mediocre to meteoric. It is time for you to tell yourself, enough is enough. I've had enough of my life. I've been dependent on my salary for the rest of my life. I won't do that. It is time. Tap it there. Because you are playing small, my friend. You are playing small. God gives you an advantage and you blow it on the face of God. You are playing small. That is why things continue to be muggy for you. You got to make a declaration for yourself. Tell yourself, I will until. Type it there. I will until. No matter what. I will until. Because until you subject yourself to scrutiny, nothing will work. The undeserved kindness of God is already scattered. You got to make a decision. I will until. I will. No matter what, I will take the chance of my life. Because you know what? No one is coming. Unfortunately, no one. You got to make it. You were created in the image of God. The creativity of his creation is creative. You got to make a decision for yourself. Not that employer, not that your mama, your father. You are the one. You are in charge. You are the captain of your boat. I will until I will. And if you do this, if you take the chance and you do this, your family is going to thank you. Is it risky? Yes, it is risky. GotBackUp is risky. It is very risky. Let me tell you 2 risks. Risk number 1, if you do nothing, thinking that this is an investment, you come and put your $120 in it, you do nothing, you will get nothing. I can guarantee you that. If you do little, you will get little. If you do more, you will get more. If you do nothing, you will get nothing. But if you do abundantly, you will get abundantly. Life will reward you according to what you put to life. If you water people freely, you will be watered freely. I guarantee you that. So there's no risk. The only risk is being lazy and getting nothing. Pregnancy is risky, isn't it? On the day of delivery, a woman can die, a child can die, and yet women continue to give birth. Why? I have found out that nothing in life is worth it unless you take a risk. You will lose at some point in life, believe it. I have a friend, okay? He is in Africa. He says he wants to travel, but he doesn't want to take an aeroplane because aeroplane can have an accident, and when it gets an accident, it's total fatality. And I asked him, so what is he going to take? He says he doesn't know. You got to take chances, because the chances you take, the people you meet, the faith that you have, that is what is going to define you. Life is full of uncertainties. I remember when I started this a month ago, 2 professors told me that, oh, this is not real. This is fake. This I doubt. This is scam. Oh, man. People, so many people, they don't want to take chances. They think everything in the world is a scam. The biggest scam is thinking that you are going to earn $20,000 every month on the job when that is never going to happen. That is the biggest scam. But when someone starts an entrepreneurship, people can read all the meanings into it. Now, in a year's time, when this same professor saw me, they said, wow, you should have forced me. You should have forced us to do it. A hungry person does not need to be forced to eat. A hungry person should not be forced to eat because he's already hungry. Ladies and gentlemen, the word fear is an acronym. It stands for false evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. Many people will not make it this year. Many will not make it next year. But many will also make it. And many will make it next year because of the mindset of the programming that they have. Life is full of uncertainties, man. You never know what could happen. Anything can happen tomorrow. There could be someone who is so sick in the family and all they need is $3,000 to do an emergency surgery. There are some families, when that happens, they want to die. Everybody wants to collapse. Why? Because they can't afford. Because the jobs that they are doing alone is not enough. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot rely on a single stream of income. Anyway, you can't do that. I've seen great people suffer at pension. At pension, that is when some of the unfriendly diseases become our friends. Talk to our parents. Some of them will tell you my asthma, as if it's for them. My hypertension, as if it's for them. Meanwhile, at that age, that is when the income becomes low. Dig your well before you are tested, please. Dig your well. dig your well before you are thirsty. Dark times can happen. Dark moment can slap you. COVID-19 has clearly shown. Take chances, take opportunities. You will teach others what you did. On Monday morning, the heart attack rate rises by 35%. People are going to jobs they don't like. Take opportunities that can take advantage of your advantages. Because that might be, see, the word decide ends with the word side, like suicide, like homicide, like genocide. These words don't carry idea of good. They carry the idea of death. Death. Look at the etymology, the root meaning of those words. So you're about to make a decisive decision. It's life and death. The consequences of those decisions will not be clear today. It will be clear the next year, 2025, by this time. What will you tell? The next 5 years, have you been cleared? Do you know exactly what you are going to have in the next 5 years? Are you hoping for manna to fall from heaven? Or you are rather using the knowledge God has given you, the wisdom he has given you? Are you applying that? Because wisdom is the ability to know what is obvious, even when that is a secret. Vision is who you are now by virtue of what you see. And I tell you, from where I stand, everyone is going to use this. Everyone is going to use more of this device. And as long as people are going to use this, as long as next year, 3 billion of this are coming to the planet. Next year, 3 billion. They will all be using data. They will all be drinking data. This is sustainable. If there is no mobile phone, if there is no laptop, if there's no iPad, then there will be no Google. If there is no mobile phone, if there's no laptop, if there's no iPad, then there is no Zoom. I know that. You should know that. So this thing will remain with us. And that is why GotBackUp will remain with us. Let me ask you one last question. Do you think now is the time to back up your digital life? Do you remember when you were 1 year old? Do you remember the picture there? Where is the picture? Is it in the cloud? If it was in the cloud, you'd have gotten it in the same quality. Are you backing up your digital life now, or you're waiting for 2035? Do you think now is the time to make some extra income? $10,000, $5,000, $2,000, or you think that you would rather start from 2038? Ladies and gentlemen, you are not getting any younger. Look at yourself in the mirror. Come on. Your life is tenured. All of us, our life is tenured. You're not getting any younger. Your time is running out. Time is racing. Time is racing. Take chances. Take opportunities. Don't look. Don't look. Don't just look at us. Do it. Do it well. Because the chances you take, that is what is going to define you. These are some of the people who have achieved significant milestones in GotBackUp all across the world. These people are all from within our generalized team. Everyone, they are doctors. If you look at some of them, they are professors, they are teachers, they are students, they are market women, they are Blacks, Hispanic, Asian, people of all levels across the world. You can be part of this. You can. Type it there. I will until I can do this. Ladies and gentlemen, you are one of the smartest people you know yourself. You are one of the smartest people you know. Don't blow this. People that you are smarter than are even doing this. Don't blow it. Don't blow it. This one day, your children will thank you or curse you by the decisions that you took today. Now, at this stage, I'm going to go back to my back office and show you some of the incredible things that is happening with the people and the system, how you download the app, okay? How you download the app in the system and how you benefit. So to be able to download the app, this is where you go to. This is where you go to. Okay, you log in at gotbackuptour.com/PHP. Okay, sign up PHP, and then you get there. Once you do that, you now click on digital tools, click on GotBackUp, and click on use this tool. Once you click on use this tool, you're about to download. Okay, you're about to download. Let me see what some of you have ask some questions. Then, gentlemen, don't blow this thing. Don't, don't blow it, because a lot of people, what do you think? Do you think there's any better option? If you think there's any better option, please type it there for me. If you think right now you have a better option that can pay you $10,000, $5,000, $10,000, $8,000, $6,000, $20,000, $30,000. If you think there's a better option like that, you let me know. I will be part of it. It's simple. It's not simple. It's not simple everywhere. This is an organization that can help you. Type, if you have a question there, type it in there and let me address that for you. Because the thing is this, some of us, we are not poor. You are not poor, probably. But it's not only about you. Life is about other people. We are not doing this only for the money. No, 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 no. We are protecting our digital life. We are impacting the life of people. We are changing lives. That money cannot buy. We are cross-fertilizing ideas, transferring knowledge from one center to the other. That money cannot buy. Okay. Anyway, so when you log in, you click on log into your cloud here. Okay, those of us who have 2 of them before the new one came, we have both. Now, when you log in, this is what you see first. The percentage of data data storage you have used is here. When you scroll down, you will see the option to download the app onto your MacBook or your Windows. You choose. If you are dealing with mobile phone, on the right here, you can now go to the Apple Store and download it, or Google Play. And what do you type? Just type GotBackUp, one word, GotBackUp. But when you download, you cannot log in if you have not paid to register. So you must have contacted the person who registered you. After registering you, you'll be given a username. You choose a username and a password. Then you can log in after you have downloaded. Otherwise, when you download, you cannot use it because you have to log in first before you can download. Once you have downloaded, you can now have access to all your files. Now, suppose I want to know my files online. I can click here, auto login. If I want to know the files online, I can click here, auto login. I'm going to do that. I click auto login, and then I will get a new window that will open, and all the files are backed up already in my life. All of them will be here. All the files that I have backed up are all here. Every one of those files is here. Each one of them is found here. Okay? And you will be able to get all of the files, all of them here. And that is a significant thing that you can find in it. These files are backed up automatically. Okay? Every one of these files is backed up. Pictures, videos, documents, anything is backed up automatically. You are seeing all of them in there. All these files are backed up right there. And you will notice that majority of the time, many people will be able to get back all the time. You will get back everything that you want to have. You will get all of these things. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a service everyone will need. It's a matter of time. Now, the other thing you can do with GotBackUp, I've already told you. Okay. Now, in case you probably didn't know, I showed you earlier the leaderboard, the global leaderboard. And I want you to know that everyone can be part of this leaderboard and do well. Watch this. These are the top 500 people in the world. In many countries, the top 500 people all over the world. You will see that there are people from Zimbabwe, there are people from Ghana, from Canada, from US, from Australia, from UK. People all over the world are taking this GotBackUp. You want to go to America? You want to go to Britain? Look at the top people. Okay, they are from all of these countries, and they are taking GotBackUp serious. And you don't want to take GotBackUp seriously. Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you the top 10 people in the world. These are the top 10 people in the world in GotBackUp. Which countries are most of them coming from? Most of them are coming from which country? Most of them are coming from which country? The United States, isn't it? The United States is said to be the land of the dreams, relatively speaking. And yet, people in these countries are taking the GotBackUp seriously. And you want to go there. Some of you want to go to the US, and the people in America are also taking GotBackUp seriously. And you now have the opportunity to take GotBackUp seriously and be in the top. You see, I'm number 3 in the world currently. I have fought myself to be in the top 10. Why? And I'll tell you why. Because what is chasing me is different from what is chasing you. You see, a hungry person should not be forced to eat. I know where I'm coming from. I take care of 33 orphans. I'm taking care of people and I need to help them. I don't know what is chasing you. Maybe a butterfly is chasing you. But for me, what is chasing me is 2 tigers. Now, let me share some questions. Some people have got questions here. Someone says, what storage size comes with the offer? And are there variations based on needs? 6 terabytes. Steven, 6 terabytes is the storage size. Yes, if you want 20 terabytes, you can get it and pay extra. Whichever number of terabytes that you want, you can pay extra for it. But the standard is 6 terabytes. Okay. Don't blow this. Don't blow this away. Someone said, well, what were your challenges when you started? Oh, let me tell you my challenge is that, to be honest, see, I expected challenge. One of the major challenges you're going to get, and I got that challenge, is that not everybody will listen to you. It doesn't matter who you are. But go and talk to Elon Musk. He said the same thing. He said that he failed over 118 times. Not everybody will listen to you. That is how it is. In fact, that is how it is. Even if, whether you are the Jesus Christ or whatever, not everyone will listen to you. It's normal. But I made up my mind that I'm not going to focus on those that are not listening to me. So if I speak, if I want at least one person to listen to me, I will make sure I will speak to more than 20 people. If I speak to more than 20 people, one will come on board automatically. That was my goal. And it's never happened where I have spoken to more than at least 20 people and one has not come on board. One will come on board. So it's about numbers game. I don't even care about the 19 people who did not listen to me. I care about those that are listening to me. What you focus your mind on, that is what you see more of it. So I focus my mind on the yes. I expect the no's. It's normal, but the yes is what has pushed me to the top 3, as you can see here. You got to go all in before you go all out. So that is the answer to your question, my dear friend, who asked that intelligent question. Another person says, I'm Philip, but I just joined and I need more information on the whole concept. Well, we have ended the presentation, so please speak to the person who invited you, Philip. Philip is going to give you all the rest of the information, and this recording will also be given to him, so he can give it to you, afterward. Don't blow this. Let me show you something else. The reason why many people don't do well in life is not because they are bad. It's not because they are not good. I won't lie to you. It's because they don't think they can do better. That's it. I want to repeat that. The reason why many people don't do well in life is not because they are not good. They are good. The only thing is that they don't think they can do. See, even if you have all the capacity to do, but you don't think you can do it, forget it. No, I teach mathematical economics. Some of my students will tell me that math is hard. Okay. And at one time I told them, math is the easiest subject. One guy got up from his seat. It's not true. My mother failed, my father failed, and I know I'm going to fail. I told him, don't say that again. He said, I will say it. And truly, he failed. When I released the results, he came to my office and told me, didn't I tell you I will fail? Didn't I? Oh man, Hosea 4 says, lack of knowledge, my people perish. He was so configured, so believed in his failure. What if he has directed that same energy into his person? If you think this is not for you, whether you think it's not for you, you are right. Whether you think it is for you, you are also right. You are the alpha and omega of your statement. You are the beacon of you are the captain of your ship. You are the captain of your army. You go all in or you go all out. You define it. I can't convince you. No one is convincing you. A hungry person should not be convinced to eat. If you are hungry, if you check your family life, if you check your family tree, if you check how you can support your family, and you think this is not for you, don't do it. Don't do it. It's your choice. But when I look at my tree, my family tree, I can see that this is currently my only option that can move me to the point I want to go, not just my job, not just my job, not just my job. For me, I know this one and the other one. So, ladies and gentlemen, take all the action needed and you will thrive. You will do it. Next question. Okay, God can says, how do you do the marching? I mean, one on your left, one on your right. Please explain. This is a whole new training that we do. When you are a member, we will train you. We have training videos that will explain this. I will not be able to go through all the nitty-gritties about how the placement and the matching and all of this thing is done. They speak to the person who invited you. And if the person knows me, the person can connect you to me. I can explain it to you because it might take some bit of time. Okay. Someone's iPhone is not downloading the app because it's risk payment not completed. Please, can he do about? Well, if payment not completed, what the person needs to do is the person needs to send a message to support. Send a message to support. Now, if you don't know how to do that, speak to the one who registered you. If the person does not know, let me know. Let me know. Okay. If you are, you know, all of them, they know me. They let me know and I can guide you in that process. This means that the person was supposed to pay and the person was probably didn't remember to do that payment. And now the account has been suspended. That's what normally happens. So do that. Okay. All right. If there's any question, let me see. Do you earn from your downloads once they register someone? No, you earn into your account. So yes, if you have a friend and your friend is registered and your friend registers someone, you will be paid over time. Yes, your income it's not going to come immediately. Remember, it will come at the end of the month. The only one that comes immediately within 3 seconds into your bank account are when you register someone yourself directly. That you will get paid immediately. However, if your friend registers someone, you will not be paid immediately. It is all accumulated into the cycles. And then, based on the number of cycles you have collated, you will be paid based on the cycle. It is a percentage, and that percentage is dependent on how many profitability that a company has generated. So you are paid based on the profitability margin. Okay. Now, the original percentage is 25%. This percentage is 12%. Okay. So a portion of the amount goes into your cycle 12%. A portion also goes into your cycle match. Okay. And in all, that is 25% of the profitability of the company, not of yours, of the company is put into your cycle. So if you have earned, for example, if you have one cycle, depending on the profit margin of the company, you will be paid based on that cycle. Please note, the cycle is between $2 and $12. $2 and $12. So let's say that the cycle for this month is $10, and you have earned 6 cycles. It means that you'll be paid 10 times 6, which is $60. If you have earned 1,000 cycles, it means you'll be earning. If you have 1,000 cycles, it means you'll be paid 10 times 1,000, which is $6,000. But the cycles change, and that will change the cycle rate. Okay, the cycle profitability rate changes, and that will multiply by the number of cycles you have achieved. That this is not calculated to you. All right, the holdback fee is given back to you. Okay, it used to be 6 months, but now understand that it's even within a month. It's paid back to you. Okay? So there's a holdback fee. The holdback fee is an income the company holds. According to law, they're supposed to take a portion of the income and hold it in case of any particular emergency. Now, for the past couple of months, there hasn't been anything, so it is paid back to you. Okay. So you will see that the holdback fee is later added. If you check your income, it is added back to your income for you. Ladies and gentlemen, any other question? Any other question? Any other question? All right. Thank you so much indeed for your time. It's been a real pleasure having all of you here. Let's go tell the world we still have a better way. Until what you know becomes what you do, you don't know anything. Until what you do benefits you, and someone else, what you do is useless. The evidence of knowledge is result. The evidence of knowledge is result. You can't tell me you are knowledgeable with something when you're not experiencing the result. That is why in GotBackUp, you learn. You learn. Then you remove the L, and then you N. Okay? You remove the L, and then you N. Okay? So GotBackUp, you can download it on iPhone. You can also download it on Android. It is compatible with iPhone. It's compatible with Android. Okay? You don't earn from your downloads. I don't know what you mean by downloads. Okay? You don't earn from your downloads. What do you mean by download? Like somebody downloads and you are earning? No, unless the person has paid for the registration. Okay? You don't earn from downloads. Okay. Somebody says, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much indeed for your time. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Remember, for those of you who are not aware, we are doing a leadership summit tomorrow, Saturday. It is global. It's global. You can join online or offline. Speak to the person who has invited. This leadership summit will blow your mind. It is where knowledge will meet wisdom. It is where wisdom will meet income. And it is all of it will be put together to create wealth. Wealth is the sum total of your knowledge, integrity, loyalty, humility, knowledge, virtue, value, wisdom, and income. That is wealth. So we are coming to do that training tomorrow, the whole day of tomorrow, 7th September. Listen as wisdom speaks and attend that event. When you do, your future self will thank you. Thank you so much indeed, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure having all of you. Let's go tell the world we still have a better way, no matter how anybody thinks. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening.